Hey, it's Dougie Fresh in the flesh, hitting you my best to the last breath. Yes, and my great friend here, and we're about to knock you out your corporate nest. Once again, my friend. I'm here with Kyle Lipton. Met him at James Swanwick's birthday party.
Yep.
That was really fun.
It was a fun time.
Really fun. We're here at Santa Monica Beach. Check out the pier.
Check it out.
Love it. So fun. And he's an amazing, super intelligent, super smart, heart-centered guy. And
Thanks,
we're gonna
man. Look, it's right under my left hip.
He's funny too, so it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah,
We're gonna share some powerful stuff. So today, we've been kicking it. We've been having deep conversations. What is some of the biggest things you've been learning lately, my brother?
I would say one of the biggest things is like everything's touching everything. So how you do, let's say, that same pattern of you opening up and then shutting down when you get too close to someone in business is gonna touch your relationship. And a lot of people are operating from a core wound. So let's say, for example, when you're 6 years old, you get told you're a fucking idiot, like complete fucking idiot by your dad. You could take on that story and you could have low self-esteem for a majority of your life. Or on the opposite, you could, I'm gonna become a millionaire, fuck you, dad. Like, but both ways are still not dealing with what's present, which is the grief that you're operating from. So yeah, those are like some.
I can see that's everything affects everything. I didn't even get to introduce you too much. He worked for Ty Lopez. He now works for Preston Smile. Works with Preston Smiles. We hung out at the mansion together.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good things you're up to. Tell them a little bit more about your story.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a few different things. So
let's walk.
Yeah, I grew up in a family with a lot of love, but not a lot of money. We lived in basically a homeless shelter for a little portion of my life. Yeah, man, mentorship has changed my life, or woman, whoever was watching this. But yeah, I started working for Preston Smiles end of May, and one of the, Dougie is one person where it's like it just proves like how much mentorship can benefit you and how much it can really change you as a person, transform you. So I had a relationship trouble, and I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in a relationship or leave a relationship. And for an hour and a half of Preston Smiles time, I paid him $711 to sit down and have a conversation.
Wow.
And I got clarity from that. But more, like one thing amazing that I wasn't even expecting is he brought up a job offer to me. And I wasn't expecting, like that wasn't the intention I came with, right?
Yeah.
But for me investing in myself, which is what you've done, and which is, if you're like thinking if you should get into Dougie's course, Dougie's someone who is lived in, he's been involved with mentors, and he's been around some of the best of the best. So if you are like, it could have been scary, like I didn't have too much money in my bank account, but it's like, fuck, I see the value in it, and I took that leap, and something amazing just came out of it, which, like this guy, he's invested in himself, and it's changed my life and it's changed his life for sure.
Thank you. So getting Preston kind of a mentor, how'd that happen? You connected with him first?
I met him first at an event called Man Talk, sent him an email.
By the way, Preston Smiles, who is it?
He's an author, he's a speaker, he's personal development, spirituality.
Really cool.
Check him out on YouTube, he's amazing. So I met him at an event called Man Talks, and it was awesome, and we connected, and I brought up like having lunch with him and interviewing him, and he was all game for it, and I shot him an email, and you know how with some of these people, it's like they'll email and no response.
Yeah.
So I saw him at
Unless you got the Millionaire Mentor product.
Huh?
Unless I teach you how to do that.
Yeah, there's certain, But, I met him again at Bulletproof Coffee, and I offered to help him out for free because I work, bringing up that I work for Thailand, I could offer to help him for free.
Yep.
And, and he told me to shoot him another email, and I never did. And I booked the coaching session, and then, after booking the coaching session, he ended up offering me a job, which was a paid position, to work for someone who I would have worked for free. So it's like, one of the biggest things, I don't know if this is like this for you, but like being, like me and Dougie, I know are both like avid learners in personal development. So having curiosity and wanting to learn, that is what, I talked to Preston about like why he offered me this job, and curiosity is big. Like literally, I'm curious why this. Like wanting to learn, on a search for truth, basically.
Getting feedback.
On a search for truth, and finding out things about yourself and working on yourself. And he was basically saying like that's a key attribute into being successful. He saw that in me, and which probably a lot of people see in you because you're genuine and curious. You want to learn and develop yourself.
Yeah.
Which working on yourself and being curious and doing all these things can lead to a huge growth in your life.
Yeah.
And
Curiosity.
yeah, curiosity. Yeah.
that's the one lesson I did. So like, I spoke to a bunch of counselors where I was lifeguarding, and it was all about curiosity. Curiosity. You know?
Yeah.
And hopefully it's curiosity and positive things, but if you get curious into other things, you experience, you experiment, you learn. So it's a win. You learn. Win-win. You lose, you win. You win, great. You win, keep it going. Just like flow and
Just like learning shit and you get feedback.
Because I feel like the worst thing is going with the flow and like a dead fish in the ocean, because that's what they do, and they just let life take them. Life's happening to them, and they're curious about what everyone else is curious about, and they're not being themselves. They're not asking the questions they're scared. And they're out of alignment. You mentioned integrity, and you just feel it.
Yep.
So explain that.
Yeah, I'll give you a cool example. So like, take for example those waves, and this is just something that's been in my experience. Like, you know, it's like, oh, like negative thoughts are coming, push them out with a positive thought. And like the ocean, let's say the ocean is my emotion. Oh, it's a cool ride.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to fucking push the wave, like fuck you wave, like I don't want to experience you. Like I'm just gonna be positive, and like it's great to see the lesson, but I think it's also for me it's been really important to like surrender and experience my experience and let whatever feeling it is complete itself in my body. Because you could be super positive, but like you could be stiff as shit and walking like this and carrying these traumas. So it's like the ocean's gonna do what it's gonna do. I'm not gonna be able to push the ocean because that's just its natural current. So surrendering to your flow, like letting it flow through you and experiencing your experience and letting it complete itself. Because we all have traumas that are stored in our body.
Yeah, totally.
Well, not always.
I'm big on overcoming that.
Yeah, not always, but like if you do the work and you allow yourself to experience your experience, you can, you know, potentially be a lot more energetically free.
Yeah. So being at an integrity is like when you feel that tension in your body. That's what I'm talking about. Is why don't you act? You know you should act. You want to do something. You want to talk. You want to ask this guy a question. You want to introduce yourself, but you don't do it.
Yep.
And you felt like I should have spoke up. That's where you missed it. And I want you guys to act in those occurrences.
Yep. And if you don't too, you'll get feedback from your body, like, oh
you
shit.
Get feedback. That's what I'm saying.
I feel choked up now. I feel stiff now because I acted. I wasn't in my integrity. I wasn't in my truth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I encourage you guys to look into that. You know, when in life has that happened?
Yeah.
And when it happens again, what are you gonna do?
When was the biggest time you were out of integrity? Like when you thought you should do something, you didn't?
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad we just ended up going this way because I feel like we all have that fear, that things that happen to us, and when knowing we all have it is good.
Yeah, for sure.
We're down alone. And know as you keep growing, it's gonna keep coming.
Yep.
It's gonna keep coming.
I'm saying in your own personal experience, when's the biggest time you were out of integrity and you didn't act on it and like you felt something off? Like a specific example.
For me?
Yeah.
It has been times like not making a move with a girl. It has been
You
times.
have one specific example where it's like,
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. 100%. But it was like the best. Something good came from it.
yeah, for sure.
It was when I got caught with drugs going into college, and I heard the cop yell, "If you have any drugs, and you get rid of them now, or you will be arrested." And I'm in line, and I knew I should have got rid of it.
Yep.
And I forgot my ticket. I'd go back home and to get it. And all these times, I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I still did it. Boom, got booked.
Acted against your intuition.
Yes, acted against my intuition. But I ended up, it's not what happens to us, it's what we do with what happens. Tough times don't last, tough people do. I knew I would be able to laugh at this someday, and I eventually started knowing that I'd laugh at it now, and I fell down, but I bounced up. And yeah, some sand fell in my face. And yeah, like I lost a little piece of myself on the way up. But I grew stronger, and I could do things like monkey grab the glasses and put it back on my face and have a brand new perspective of life, and that's powerful. And then I can enjoy the friggin' ride on the roller coaster, and that fear comes up again.
For sure.
That fear is real, but I act because I know, because I had that experience.
Exactly.
And that's what I want you guys to take away, to get that friggin' experience and to see life through new ways of being. Experiment being more courageous. Experiment being more compassionate and understanding people. Because you've gone through it. And you've had the challenge, now you can go through it. So when that challenge does come, understanding that it's part of your soul's evolution. And that's, you forget why you're here.
It's happening for you. Everything's happening to shape you. when you take on victim consciousness, which is like, oh, it's happening to me, you
Tell me about that victim consciousness.
yeah, well, it's like you're not taking responsibility for your life. So it's like, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. Like, why does it always have to happen to me? So it's like, I have no power anymore. I've given it to, you know, outside circumstances. I can't control and accept in that moment that I'm responsible for this. I'm responsible with how I deal with this. I may not be 100% responsible. Maybe I am in what happened, but I'm responsible in how I respond.
Yeah.
So yeah, taking full responsibility for everything in your life, fucking everything.
Not blaming, not complaining, not freaking being victim. Yeah, being responsible, being in the game, playing, on the field, on the mat, on the court, not on the sidelines, spectating,
For sure.
but participating.
Yeah.
And I even do that with like bigger things. Like if something happens and on the news, I'm like, damn, how am I creating this world? Or how am I participating in this? This is like on my back still. Like, so I want to go make a change and like fuel it for positivity.
For sure, and it's like
Change.
your relationships, people you hang around with, the job you have, the things you do, the food you eat, it's all a reflection of who you are.
Yes.
So, and that's malleable, so you can
it's tough
change
for
that.
people to
You can
accept
change that. Like, you can change who you hang out with. You can change yourself and who you be. Because the more inner work you do, the more outer results you're going to get inherently. Because everything that's happening in your inner world, everything that's manifesting in your outer world is a result of the work that you've done inside, which is why you've gotten all these mentors, why you created this course, why you're coaching people and helping them break through.
That's right.
And if you didn't do that inner work, you would not be able to meet people to a certain extent. He would not be maybe as open, maybe not be as honest, maybe not be as trusting, maybe not be as confident, you know what I mean? And those things are so key in connecting with people at a deep level, but it's like the more deep and transparent and authentic you can get with yourself, it's like, we were talking about this, like you can only meet people as deeply as you met yourself. So if you meet yourself at a deep level, that you can invite other people to go deep, but you know, they might not resonate with that because maybe they're more closed off, but you can start to attract people that are more open, that are more honest, that are more integrous, because that's who you're being, because you attract what you are, because of, you know, vibration, frequency, all that shit, man.
Yeah, and even just, that's the sciencey way to look at it, like The Secret, but it's also, that's the spiritual way, but the science way, hey, it's a reticular activation system. I have these values, this is what's important to me, boom, I focus on what's important to me.
What you focus on expands.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's huge, man. This was very powerful. Thanks for sharing all this goodness.
Yeah, bro.
And where's the best place they can find you?
So I'd say Instagram, Kyle_Lipton.
Snapchat too?
Yeah, I'm on Snapchat. It's the 18 is old. It's an old thing that I was doing, but yeah, I still kept the Snapchat name.
Good.
So yeah.
And you mentioned my course too. So if you guys want access to that and learn these outer skills to get a mentor, that link's below. If you want to learn some more of the inner skills and work with me personally, that link's also below, along with the #1 best strategy to get a mentor. All that's dialed up below. Stay fresh, stay blessed. You know what that means, by the way? What's that mean to you? Stay fresh, stay blessed. My new shirt.
Like, be you and be grateful.
Yes.
Is that? Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever. I let people make
Subjective.
it up because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
To me, it's every moment's fresh and new.
Amazing.
Every moment is a blessing.
Yeah.
If you can be grateful, present, and aware to it. So on that note, stay fresh.
Yeah.
Stay blessed. From Santa Monica. Peace.
I want to say one more thing
more
too.
thing?
Yeah. If you're at all like debating whether to like work with Dougie, think about what you want in your life. Do you want to attract the mentor? Do you want to, you know, be around? Like he literally has the results to show for it. So he's been around the people, and I've been around amazing people, and there is things that you can do and ways that you can be, which Dougie I'm sure can teach you if you're open to it. That can help you manifest that and help you attract these people and make someone that help you to show up as someone who they would want to be around. And then there's also like tactics, like literal fucking strategies that you do.
Yep.
And then there's ways of being. So yeah, on that note, check them out.
Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Much love. Stay fresh, stay blessed. Peace.